So last night I stayed at Alpha House, and let me tell you, it was a bit of an experience. From the moment I got there to the moment I left, it was a bit of a circus. When I first showed up to Alpha House, waiting outside, I met one of their clients named Dale. Dale acknowledged to me that he was an alcoholic and was staying at Alpha House. He asked me if I was okay, if I was in need of help, which was actually pretty amazing considering he was pretty intoxicated. He just wanted to make sure that I was okay. Amazing gentleman. While we were waiting to get into Alpha House, Dale had asked me if I'd stayed there before, and I said no. Quickly realized I was pretty nervous, and he did everything he could to cheer me up. Told me jokes, and told me about the staff a little bit, what it was like to stay there. Calmed me down quite a bit. He was a wonderful guy. We finally got into Alpha House after waiting for about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes roughly. In that time, the staff were bringing out soup for the people waiting outside. They spoke to them with kindness. They joked with them. These were really intoxicated people, whether it was drugs or alcohol. These were people pretty messed up, and the staff were wonderful. I got inside, and I tried to pretend like I was intoxicated. I kind of told Dale I was an alcoholic, and I have had issues with alcohol in my own life, so I can pull it off pretty well. I try not to lie too much because I'm starting to feel pretty guilty about it. I mean, these people are trusting me, and I'm living a bit of a lie. I'm actually homeless, but I'm not really homeless. Got into Alpha House, I met some of the staff. They patted me down, they took my stuff, they put it into storage. They showed me a mat where I could sleep in the darkness. They asked me if I needed a place or if I needed to work in the morning. I lied and I said yes, just so I could get up, give my testimonial. Right after I showed my mat, I joked with a girl named Allie. She was an intake worker. She was a wonderful human being. Just couldn't say enough good things about her. She made me more comfortable than I thought I ever could be there. Laid down on my mat beside a guy who was snoring louder than I've probably ever heard anybody snore in my life. And he was, it was kind of funny. I had a few giggles while I was trying to fall asleep. I realized where I was, and I still had a good time. In the morning I woke up, they gave me a bagged lunch. They made sure I was safe. They asked if I was okay. I said yeah, I was going to the DI, and I was off on my way. I met a gentleman right after. His name was Ron. I walked with him for a while, and he told me about how he'd been clean since May, about 3 or 4 months. Ron told me about getting off addictions and why he stayed at Alpha House, just to make sure he didn't fall back in the same thing. He'd been sober and he wanted to see his kids, get his life on track, and I really hope him the best. He really talked me through a lot of things too. So today, now that I've told you all about what happened yesterday, today our big plan is to go off to 17th Ave, continue our social experiments about how the homeless are treated out there. So far, so good. Nothing really bad to report. Again, you have to watch the movie. But yeah, we're going to try with the sign, see how people like it on 17th. I'm going to try a friendlier approach, and we're going to try a few more places, see if I can get water on 17th. So stay tuned.